Hi guys, I'm Becca Otis from Five Lines Pottery, and I'm located in Van.
And I'm Ryan Durbin from RD Ceramics, located in Highland Heights, Kentucky.
And welcome to Wheel Talk. Hello. Just so you know, I'm coming on here because I have to do a little bit of a pre-apology, kinda. I mean, you all know that I can get excited and like overtake conversations, so I feel like I did that in this episode. Ryan and I hadn't really talked in a while, and also just a lot had happened, and we kind of went into like super friend mode. And so just so you know, that's happening. We also are just in pot swap ocean right now, so we're kind of like drowning. But also, Ryan has been a fucking trooper during pot swap. I have been trying my bestest, but I'm still not like 100% as good as I used to be, even though I wasn't good previously at pot swap. So when I tell you that I appreciate Ryan so freaking much, just know that that's like the damn truth, because he's a fucking badass. And um yeah, he's put so much work in the last couple of weeks, and I wanted to just say that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I actually really liked it. We didn't really talk about shit. So, yeah, have a great day. Bye.
We're live.
We're beginning at 6:20, and we have to be done at 7:30.
All right. Let's do it.
Wait, is it 7:30 or 7:15? Look, I forgot.
I mean, you said they closed the little booths at 7:30, I believe, because they
That's
closed
what I
at
thought.
8.
Yeah.
Do they actually kick you out if you're past your time in there rather than like,
Oh,
hey, we're closing? They're like, hey, you didn't reserve it longer than that.
well, you can only reserve it till 7:30. Um, but I have had one guy kind of look at me and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am."
You know what you do in corporate America is if you're in an office and you reserve that room, you're just like, I think we reserved this room for 3. Are you, did you reserve this room? It's kind of like a nice, like, get the fuck out of here kind of
Get
thing.
the fuck out of here. Yeah, 7:30. Okay.
It's a little gentle nudge.
Get the F out of here.
Yeah. How's it going, Becca? I hear you had an incident at work. Not with you, but
No, not with me, thank
an
God.
eventful day.
Yeah, one of my work bestie. Well, I guess I have two work besties. Anyway, my girl work bestie fainted, and she works in the back and in the shipping. She ships all your packages. She packs them all.
Ooh,
Yeah, she's the one.
I need to
And
order some more stuff.
Jesus, do you
Well, I need some
ever
more
get a
underglaze.
break?
I need some underglaze.
Uh, Anyway, um, yeah, and so she fainted at work today, and then one of my coworkers came up and was like, "Your friend just fainted." And so I went back there, and she seemed to be fine, but she went to the urgent care. Apparently, she's all good. I texted her recently and I was like, "Are you alive or are you dead?" And she was like, "I'm alive." But she was like, "Man, I kind of wanted to ride in the ambulance, but I definitely don't want that bill."
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is pretty expensive, right? I don't know how much it is, but I imagine it's not cheap.
I imagine it is very not cheap. But our deductible is like 1,500 or whatever, so hers would be 1,500, I think.
Hmm. Well, you're also
Um,
paying for the services of them taking care of you when they get there. It's not just
yeah,
the ride, is
right.
it?
I don't know.
I would think it would include them
Well,
actually like being attentive when they get
I'm pretty
there.
sure the ride is different because the rides are technically, I think they're privately owned companies. And that
Hmm.
would be
Well,
out of network,
it depends on
probably.
the business, right?
Yeah.
But like
But a
when you
lot of,
call the 911, isn't it they can send a private one instead of
I
like an
believe so.
actual, I guess it depends on where you're located, maybe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Hmm.
Anyway, also, I just got a message from like T-Mobile and I texted my mom and I was like, "Hey, are you doing shit on the phone?" And she's like, "Yeah, make sure you tell your friend that I'm doing stuff too." Okay, this friend we're talking about is Jesse from the Tilted Kiln that I made my parents put
Oh,
onto our network.
right.
And and I texted my mom back. I mean, like, you mean Jesse? His name's Jesse. He's your adopted son. How dare you? And she's
He's not
like, I
actually
know.
adopted, but
Nobody
she
is.
should know his name.
She knows his name, but
He's
she's just
adopted
had
by
a
phone
long day.
bill.
Yeah, he's adopted by phone bill, and we had a three-way conversation with T-Mobile with him. They're basically family. If I could have Jesse
Hmm.
come over for Christmas and I could be there too, oh my gosh, my dad would fucking love Jesse. They were both in the Navy. Are you kidding me? They have so much to talk about. A
Uh,
flamboyant gay man with a super conservative Christian. Perfect. Actually, it would work out great.
you say, I feel like your dad would probably get along, right?
My dad would get along with anybody. And also, like, my uncle's gay and he's been gay since the 70s. So, like, they're not those type of Christians. You're like, cool. Um, but uh anyway, that happened. And Dottie died.
Yes, Dottie died
Poor sweet
because we
Dottie.
because we didn't chat last week because we took the week off. Not
No, Dottie
not
died on, yeah, she died on Thursday.
yeah, almost a week ago.
Well, she might have died on Wednesday, but I didn't find her until Thursday because I get up at oh dark 30 and she didn't come to eat and she always used to come to eat. So I kind of had a feeling, a sneaky suspicion. Um, Good news, she just died in her sleep. From what I can tell, nothing touched her. She was just under a truck, just chilling, and her belly was full. So,
That's good.
yeah.
What more can you ask for?
Really, truly. And nobody knew how old she was. Nobody knew how sick she was. She had a great life up until death. And I'm pretty sure she would have been miserable had she lived much longer. So, because it's starting to get chilly, and I would have been worried.
The winter was coming.
The
Is
winter
coming.
was coming. So I think it was actually a blessing in disguise. And sweet, sweet Dot.
Mm.
But
Down to two, and one of them's getting neutered tomorrow, and
yeah, one of them's getting chopped.
yep.
And yep, and Timmy's like, aha, not me.
Well, he already was, but
Yeah, he was already neutered. I'll tell you what though, getting a fucking cat neutered when they're not out of a shelter is annoying. It takes so long.
why? I feel like there's so many shelters that'll just take them in just to do that for free because they just don't want excess of cats out there.
Mm, if I was to get him neutered without like the kitten package, I did do a kitten package because I felt like he needed certain shots and shit. But if I was to get him neutered without the kitten package, it would have been $45, which is still not that much, you know.
Yeah.
But a spay is way more expensive.
Oh, okay.
Female cats are spayed, male cats are neutered.
Yeah, I think it
So
was I
look at
think
that male
the
privilege. Sorry,
well,
I'm sure it's
it's
because,
way easier, right?
right, yeah, because one's
It's all
external and one's
exterior and one's
internal.
internal. Yeah. The yeah, I think it's the Cincinnati whatever those organizations are. I think they do a ton of it for free, and I think
Yeah,
that's where we got. Well, I think Autumn's already done. I think we got one of our cats done there, though. I want to say it was Marvel,
yeah,
but yeah, they got pretty good services if just because they don't want a lot of
yeah. They don't.
feral cats out there, and it's already
No,
a
for sure.
problem with excessive cats. So
Oh my God, yeah, so many cats, so many cats. Um, cool. How are you, Ryan?
I'm good. I'm on my I don't think I said it. Did I say it on the podcast? I'm officially
No,
on
you
my
didn't.
pottery vacation, which is what I've been
How's
calling
it
it because I'm
going?
taking PTO from the day job for 2 weeks.
Must be
and
nice.
it was very nice. Yes, very appreciative of that. We have unlimited PTO, and I take advantage of it like crazy. So, and let the coworkers know that I was doing it, and taking time off, and doing things I needed to do before I left. And so, I'm 3 days in. I'm firing the soda kiln tomorrow. I went pretty hard Monday and Tuesday. I worked like 10-hour days or something. But I feel like it didn't seem like it seemed like it was more hours than that. But I actually, you know, slept until 9:30, didn't get up and get going. I actually had a lunch, made dinner with Rachel. So like we had pockets of time in there, but got a lot of work done. I'm throwing some, I'm glazing some, I'm like loading kilns, getting prepped for the soda kiln, firing this week. We've got a few students that came over from NKU where I went to school that are putting a few things in the soda kiln. So we're doing that. And yeah, I made like a long list of things I wanted to do in the 2 weeks. We'll see what gets done, but I was trying to start my day with like a couple hours of computer work just because I know
Hmm.
once I get in the studio and start doing things, I'm gonna continue to bounce from one thing to the next thing and not want to get back to the computer. So I've been trying to like time box it so that I start off with pot swap things or emails or replying back to certain people's messages or whatnot. I think I found that I'm spending a lot less time on social media, which I think is a
Hmm.
positive. A lot less phone time and distractions and all of that. And yeah, it's nice just being able because a lot of tasks in the studio just are pockets of like 30 minutes here and 30 minutes there. So it's nice to just work through those things and keep bouncing around to the different things that need to get done, like putting handles on 10 mugs or carving a few pots or, glazing some things to put in the kiln or mixing up some wadding for the soda kiln or whatever it is. Like a lot of the things are just small and it's nice to just kind of get in the groove.
Hmm.
So that's been the focus the last couple days.
So are you gonna quit your job at the end of this 2 weeks and not go back to work?
No. No. But we'll see how the going back feels. I do like the pace of it though. It feels like it's the appropriate amount of time. Like I'm 3 days in, but it
Yeah,
actually feels like 3 days in.
yeah,
I'm sure I was on like a high when I started because I was like working all day and I still didn't go to sleep until the same time. But
right.
I didn't wake up earlier. Like I know I didn't wake up at like 9, like 9 or 8:30 or whatever like I normally would. I slept in. I
Till when?
slept until 9:30 or 10.
Oh, geez, you're pushing boundaries right there.
And then I was like taking it easy and like I made breakfast this morning, but like yeah, still not like rushing to get into the studio immediately, but it's like 1 o'clock or something like that.
You know what I'm interrupting you because this is relevant, but also you're just gonna giggle about this. I told my boss that um I, I was like, listen, I am willing to stay at Speedball under two conditions. One,
You're giving them an ultimatum.
yes. I was like, I will leave if I don't. I was like, one, I don't want to be here at 6:45 a.m. I would like to arrive at 8. And two, I don't want to wear fancy clothes.
What do you wear do you wear you don't wear fancy clothes, do you?
No, I'm just saying that I would like to never be in a position that I have to wear fancy clothes. And
What do you consider fancy though?
above jeans.
Of jeans. So is that like business casual?
Yeah, no, fuck that shit. Business casual is like Becca's death. Mhm. But anyway, my boss when I
Wait,
was
are
like,
there people there till like 5? Aren't there people there that late? Or
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
everybody pretty much gone at like 4 or 3:30?
Oh, well, everybody in production leaves at 3:15, but there's the office people and the customer service that are there till 5. So there's people. What I really want is to work in the lab. Okay.
The lab. So like where Scott works,
Yeah, I
kind
want
of
to be
thing.
Scott's assistant.
Hmm. Does he currently have an assistant?
Nobody needs one.
Are you inching your way in there, trying to like say,
Yeah, that was mostly me just dropping a nugget, being
okay,
like, it wasn't me putting demands on anything. I actually was like, listen, I'm not trying to get special treatment or anything. I'm just saying, if Scott needs an assistant, I am highly qualified and I would love it.
I mean, honestly, I kind of did that with my job. Like you work
Yeah.
part time doing something that is valuable to the company and they
Yeah.
appreciate it and they're like, "Do you know what? Right now, I don't see 40 hours of work for you in this role, but I think we can give you like 10 hours of work." And then they
Exactly.
see how that
Oh
10
my
hours
God.
is paying off. You do it. You're like, "Okay, I'm on Scott duty this day." And then
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh shit, like we have more stuff that she can help with. Let's shift her over to half and
Exactly.
half."
And I mean, like, I know it's not in the budget now. I know that, but I'm like prepping. I'm like dropping little golden nuggets all the way around, you know?
I
And
would,
plus,
yeah, I would
you
say that.
don't
I would,
get anywhere unless you fucking ask. Okay? And me being in a lab working with
yeah,
science and colors every day is like my dream fucking job.
yeah, there you go.
So,
That's exactly, yeah, I think that sounds
and
great.
plus, me and Scott get along great. Actually, we maybe get along too great. Like, if they actually ever see us talking, they'll probably never hire me because he like stops at my table and we chat a lot.
Yeah.
We, but we always chat about work. We're always talking about like glazes and colors
Hmm.
and inks and shit like that. I just think that is so fascinating
Yeah.
to me.
This sounds like a stair step up. That sounds like a 5 hour week to a 10 hour week to 20 hour a week
Yeah,
to a
exactly.
40, but the 40 hour week might be in a year, but you're kind of like
Or even two
straddling,
years, you
you're
know?
straddling
Yeah.
for a while until they're like, you know what? This has actually paid off a lot. Like we see what we can do with two people in here.
Yeah. It would be
And
so much fun. And like I said, I don't know if it's going to happen, but you never know if you don't ask.
mhm.
So,
Yeah, I love that. It's kind of like making
yeah.
your own role in a way, but also just like, hey, I have skills that are above what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
How can you leverage me and I leverage those skills to do
Yeah.
something that'll benefit both of us?
Yeah. She even mentioned maybe doing quality control. And I was like, I love quality control. And then later it was like, but are you sure? Like, if you hired me in quality control, you know what you're getting. And she's like, because you're picky. I'm like, I'm picky as fuck.
Quality control to what level? Like technical? Like the wheel, not the wheel quality. It's like, are these things packed appropriately and counted properly
No,
and that kind of thing?
no, it would be like testing to make sure the colors are correct. And
Oh, so like ink quality,
yeah,
underglaze quality. Okay.
yeah. But I mean, like, there's somebody that does that, and I have no intention of taking his job. And he's been with the company forever. And so, but maybe he needs help. Maybe Scott needs help. You know, it would just be cool to work in the lab.
Sounds like a good floating position for the lab.
Yeah, and that was also another thing. Like, it'd be cool to like do part-time or whatever, you know, maybe a few days.
Hmm.
And this is just me hoping out loud. Like, I don't ever know if that's gonna happen,
Yeah.
but I did say, but I was like, if a job became available, I would post for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of my experience of kind of doing that for myself at my job. Because I've talked with coworkers and they're like, I don't see a way to progress. And I'm like, sometimes you got to kind of like show that you're willing to do something or help out with something to kind of make your own path.
Yeah.
And then they kind of make the role for you or change your title, or your title doesn't exactly include that, but you still do those things. And then it just
Yeah.
becomes something that you do. And I still think that's out there. Like if the business sees value in it, then they're generally gonna put effort and money into it.
Yeah, and especially small companies, you know, because they don't know what they don't have until they have it, you know?
Right.
And like, I mean, like,
Especially if
Speedball
they can
doesn't
do it
feel
at kind
like
of a
us.
discount, quote unquote, because
Exactly.
they probably need to hire somebody at a higher rate out of the gate, 40 hours, than have you do it at a lower rate to kind of like
Yeah,
go into these waters of like they're kind of doing it at a discount and
exactly.
see if it's worth it. And if it's not worth it at that rate, then they're not going to justify paying somebody full
Right.
time to do
And
it at a higher rate.
yeah, and like I said, they would I would have obviously I wouldn't have like preferential treatment. I would apply for the job. They'd post the job internally and I would apply for it and all that shit. But if they even had it. But like there's so many budgets that they have to like go through and get like certified and shit like that. But
Hmm.
but yeah, I think that it's interesting like me coming into Speedball and like being willing to do things that other people aren't willing to do, or the way my mind works, I'm not okay with mediocre. I'm never okay with mediocre. And like if you're going to put me on a job and my something is mediocre within that job, I'm going to fix it the
Hmm.
best that I can. And I'm going to be an asshole about it until it's done.
Hmm.
Like,
Or
you
bring it up
know,
to the people that can actually do something about it
yeah.
and get you the resources you need and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And like if I had
And a
been
lot of
in
people won't bring those things up. They'll just be like, "Oh, this is just the way it is. Like, I just deal with it," rather than like, "Oh, this is something you should bring up to the person ahead of the
yeah.
floor. They need to know this, that it's inefficient because it's probably going to make everybody more efficient.
Yeah,
It's
but
doing
also
this
like
task
people
or
are set
whatever."
in their ways, so you can't expect them to change, but you know, you can always eh, subtly point something out,
Hmm.
you know. And it's not like you're better than everybody else, it's just that you think differently than everybody else.
Hmm.
And having a background of having being in a small business is like, I don't know, you're just wired that way.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably are working through and trying to like make it more efficient. I mean, just thinking of how do you throw a pie, like you know, you taught people how to do that. So like you have the eye for it and the mind for it to make things more efficient. It's not like, oh, I'm better than you because I think more efficiently, but like, hey, I want to do this faster and easier.
Yeah. If I can yeah, if you're losing money if you're not doing it the best way possible. And like and even even if it's not your money, like if I point something out and it's not my money, it's still my convenience. Because like if a box is just a little bit too far for me to reach and I can move it so that it makes sense, that means that I don't have to reach that far.
Hmm.
It's that simple. Like it's that simple.
Right.
So, but also, like I said, some of these old timers, they'll never change, which is fine. Totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
It's not like they're gonna all of a sudden be like, you have to work just like Becca works. It's like,
No.
no, a lot of this is catered to what they can handle and their pace of how they do things. You kind of know what people's velocity is
Yeah.
based on who they are and their strengths and weaknesses and all of that. And
Yeah.
some you would
For
rather go
sure.
slower if they're not as attentive. If they don't pay attention as closely and they need to go slower to get it right, then it's better for them to go slower to get it right than to make them go faster and mess things up. So, all
Yeah.
right.
Anyway, this may also makes me want to be an engineer. So let's continue.
All right. Are we going to our rapid fire question?
Yeah, but I thought we were doing something else first.
Oh, yeah, we can do L and L first.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I messed up the order.
I wrote down rapid and then L and L, but we can do L and L first.
Maybe our rapid fire question is which L&L is your favorite?
The one I'm gonna fire the soda kiln in tomorrow. That's my favorite right now. I did fire up a Bisquiln in my little guy yesterday just because I got a custom order for some mugs that I got from a show recently and need to ship them out. So that one was working pretty good because I'm not quite at the point to fill a full bisque kiln, but I need to get those done. So yeah, the little guy was working pretty helpful for me this week. Little plug and fire. Have you fired in yours recently
You
or
know what?
any of the L&Ls recently?
I have actually because I got some sweet glazes from work and I really wanted to see how they looked on our clay at the studio. And I just did a real quick test and popped them into the plug and fire and they beautiful. They're beautiful. And also, I got a Will Donovan mug from our
Oh,
workshop that I
mm-hmm,
finally got to paint today, but I washed out the outside because I actually want to paint it in my style. But it was fun to paint it regardless. It is kind of fun to be able to paint something and then just wash it off.
mm-hmm.
Um, but so yeah, I'm gonna fire that in there. Stoked about that. And yeah, the plug-in fire is just plugging away. It's literally plugging away.
Are you using custom programs on those or are you using presets or
I use a lot of custom programs. I'm more a fan of custom. I typically preset glaze, but everything else is custom.
okay. Yeah, I did
Like
a
if
custom.
I'm doing just a regular glaze.
Yeah, and the bisque firing's got a little more flexibility. Like your bisque doesn't have to be exactly perfect anyways, but I
Yeah.
was using a custom bisque and I like to adjust the some people call it preheat, but the hold at the 185, I can quickly adjust that if I need to, go in there, add a little more time if add a couple hours on there if I need to, or a little less time if I know it's fully dry. But
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the preheat. But like most of my custom stuff was is like cone 4 for jewelry where there's like nothing. It's like the fastest firing you could ever do. It's like
hmm
450 degrees all the way up. Like
right.
like like guns to the walls. Is that what the saying
Balls
is?
to the wall.
Balls
Balls
to
to
the
the wall.
walls, boys. Oh man, I need to
I don't
watch.
I don't know what the is that what is that from?
Well, um,
I mean, the way you said that makes me think it's from like a military movie or something.
it is.
Balls to the
I mean,
wall.
not the original. I'm sure not the original ones, but in Down Periscope,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
they say that balls to the walls, boys.
Meaning to
And it's a
commit to
lady
something with
that's in.
maximum effort or full throttle. What is the origin?
Yeah, like, is it like a scandalous origin or is it like a fucking
I mean, this is a Reddit thread, but one of them says from early aviation, the throttle and mixture levers have balls on the end for maximum power speed. You push them toward the
the wall?
firewall.
That makes sense.
But that's just the top of the Reddit thread. I don't know. Early steam engines have a pair of weighted balls that would rotate. Engine maximum output furthest away. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, engineering to it somewhere. But
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, they're gonna
Anyway,
work.
L and L.
L&L, you got the plug and fire. I've got the two 7 cubic foot kilns with the E23Ts, and I've got
Mm-hmm.
the E23T body for my soda kiln. So that works out pretty well. We just loaded that bad boy up today and ready to fire
And
that
pretty
tomorrow.
soon I'm gonna get one of the I'm gonna be getting one of the 3 cubic foot ones. I
hmm
haven't decided which one yet, but soon I will because I have to get it before L&L realizes we're not good enough for them. And um and also I just want a bigger kiln
Yeah.
that I can
So those would
fire
probably be
small
like
stuff in.
the 18-inch ones, probably the
Yeah.
E18M or S.
Yeah.
Maybe the S is probably too small, but E18M or T
Yeah.
maybe. You get that 15-inch shelf and sweet. All right. So if they want to check out all the kilns that are available, if they want to check out the plug-in fire, all the details, set custom programs, all of that, they can go to.
Hotkills.com.
Thank you, L&L. All right. And we'll have some news coming up soon, probably about what they're going to have at Sika coming up. They always have some kilns on display, and they always let us know about that. So we'll share that when we get those details. Okay, we are going to our rapid fire question. And Becca had a suggestion last time that we did this because we asked a question about one thing in running your business that others undervalue that you put a disproportionate amount of weight on. And I answered for myself, and Becca answered for herself. And
And
she
we
thought
both
it,
forgot what we answered.
yeah, she thought it would be fun to say, here's how I would answer, here's how Ryan would answer for Becca, and vice versa. So Becca has an idea in mind of how I would answer this. Is that kind of the way you were thinking of it?
No, no, no. It's not how you would answer, but how I see what I see you putting a disproportionate amount on.
Oh, okay.
Does that change your whole answer?
Uh, no. I mean,
Okay,
I'm still
great.
gonna say what I was thinking for you, but
Okay.
um,
Okay. Because I was, and also it may be the same thing that you said because I don't remember what you said.
I don't
But
exactly remember too. And I think my answer for you is probably not exactly gonna answer it exactly, but
that's okay. It's still a fun thought experiment. Do you want to go first?
sure, because I don't know that it's gonna apply exactly. But so I was thinking, we talk to all these people, we get all this advice, we talk to one another, we have advice. I feel like the idea that you can't copy, um, you can't copy and paste how somebody else does things, no matter how much knowledge we have about other people. Like you can get knowledge all day from everybody all around the world, but it doesn't necessarily work for you because you have to figure out what works for you. So it's kind of like
Mm,
you just have to adjust and figure out for yourself and do what you got to do to, when you need money, find it, all of that kind of stuff. Like
yeah.
you've got to just figure it out for yourself because I think a lot of, oh, I would like to do what that person's doing, but like I am not that person. So I don't have the same skills that they do. I don't have the same aesthetics that they do. I don't have the same way of doing
Yeah.
things. I don't have the same experience that they do. So like expecting me to do the things that they can do
Mm-hmm.
isn't really realistic. So feel like you kind of have that in you that, no matter how much advice we can get and how much we can see around us, and we've talked to a lot of people on the podcast and all of that, like there's so many ways to do things,
Yeah, you
but
have to
like
be you.
you really have to be you and figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, I've tried to copy a bunch of shit. Ah, and I'm sorry, I don't know if you heard that, but Jessica just called me. Um,
I did not. Zoom is coming in clutch without the background noise.
yeah, nice. Um, uh, brain fart, brain fart, brain fart. Okay. Yep,
Yeah, and I did not exactly understand what you were saying when you were asking,
that's okay.
but that's something I
Oh,
feel
I
like
was gonna say that I always tried to like copy people at the beginning of my like work life, and I'm fucking suck at it. Like, I don't fit the mold of other people. I don't fit the fucking like whitewashed shiplap aesthetic. I don't fit the quirky aesthetic. I don't fit any fucking aesthetic.
yeah.
And
And just
and
because you know what might work, like seeing yourself doing the things that might work is like, do I want to do that? Do I, you gotta like want to do it. You gotta have you gotta have the heart in it a little bit. You gotta want to do it
yeah,
enough to where it's gonna actually have its impact rather than like oh, I'm doing this because that person did it. Like, you kind of have to gotta have enough
Yeah.
passion for it, I feel
Um,
like, but I don't
so
know.
what did you think the prompt was?
I thought I was answering for something that I mean, kind of, I guess, kind of similar, but like something that I see you doing that
Oh, okay,
maybe
okay,
you
okay,
didn't
okay.
say
Oh yeah,
in
no,
your
that's
answer.
exactly what it was. That's what it was.
But I
That's
mean,
essentially what it
it
is.
seems like, okay.
Like what I'm gonna say about you is what you maybe didn't say. We don't know because I can't remember. But I I see you put like a lot of oomph towards it and like
Oomph towards what?
what I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And
I thought you just meant to the business in general. I'm like, what do you mean? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
um so what I was gonna say about you is that I think that like I think that I can't remember what you fucking said, but I think that you put so much effort into trying to understand like yourself, your product, your like business plan and and that's why you're so successful. Like the amount of spreadsheets you must have and and I think that that is like the secret of your success is the time that you take to understand why and what things are selling, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And
Kind of
I
getting to the
think,
pennies and cents of it rather than just like the
right, like
dollars.
getting straight down to the nitty-gritty. And like a lot of people can't handle that, you know? And a lot of people like get into this business because they're like, I really like pottery. And they don't have that kind of like dedication. And I feel like that's something that that if more people would pay attention to that, I think they would be more successful.
I think that's like in your bones. I think that's just like,
I think
I
it can
think
be
it's hard to
learned.
be, yeah, I think it's hard to
It can be
care
learned, but
about
it
that
can't.
stuff unless
Oh, you
you
don't
know
have
that
to
it's
care
worth
about
it.
it, but you can learn it, you know?
But what's the incentive to learn it if you don't, if there's not, I mean, I guess there has to be a reward in some aspect or else you wouldn't spend time doing it, right? That's what I think. I think it helps me make more money if I can prioritize. I'm just constantly prioritizing because I know I have finite time. So I think
Yeah.
um that's how I justify how I'm spending my time because the data is telling me
Yeah.
this is what works.
I tried to do data stuff once. That was fun. Um, didn't work out well, but yeah.
I mean, I think in that same aspect, when you're talking about that, and because I focus so much on that, I can also have some imposter syndrome from the art side of it because I feel like, am I too heavy in the business that I don't care enough about the art and I'm leading in business and the art is sacrifice, it's not sacrificing, but the art is lagging. It's very stagnant because I'm so focused on the business side that is
Yeah.
less creative and less
You'll get there.
but it's also like, hey, the business can be in such a strong position that it gives me the flexibility to make other decisions that I wouldn't be able to make if I wasn't in a stable business.
Yeah.
So I think it all kind of puts me in a better position for the long term, but
Also, if you were put in a position where this is a bad thing about you. If you were put in a position where somebody was like, here, catch. Now you have a business, but you don't have a job, you would fucking fail. Like if you didn't have all this pre-recorded shit, like if it was 10 years ago and somebody was like, guess what? You just lost your job. Do ceramics full time. it would be rough. You would not do well.
Without any experience in ceramics, or just if this was me and I got laid off 5 years ago or 7 years ago when I was like 1 or 2 years into the business, I would have really struggled. Is that what you mean?
I'm thinking more like before you started the business, but still had ceramics. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, that would have been like fresh into, yeah.
Like how I started ceramics, like how I started doing full time. It was like, oh hey, Hatch.
Yeah, I mean the it would have made way more sense to just get another job in tech.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have been yeah, my default if I was in the early part of the business, I would not have fallen back to, oh, I'm just gonna make it with pottery. That's just gonna work out. No,
exactly.
I would not have done that.
No.
I don't know. A lot of people that get laid off and they're like, "Oh, I just got a studio." I'm like, are they like
Is this a midlife crisis?
I'm like, were they not making that much money that they don't think it's worth it to get another job? Or is it, I mean, it is also hard to get another job right now.
Very hard.
So I suspect it's, oh, I already have a little bit of, I can see the trajectory of
Mm,
the business. Not that you necessarily know that you can count on, okay, I can sell $3,000 and work this month and keep it going.
right.
Versus, I think I've had a good amount of sales so far and it'll ramp up because I have more time to dedicate to it. But that's not necessarily guaranteed that just because you have more time to do it, you're gonna sell more without
Yeah.
knowing how to sell. Um, yeah, so I mean, I've said this, like, I'm not gonna leave my job until I get laid off, essentially, because I don't know, the risk. I'm like, it's pretty comfortable.
Listen, all I have to say is if you had to bet between me and Ryan, Ryan's a safe bet. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to put all your risk, bet on me. You might get a really good reward, but it's gonna be a fucking bumpy road.
High risk, high reward.
Potentially.
I'm like your index fund here.
Yeah, yeah, you're yeah.
Becca's your single stock investment.
I'm Tesla.
Are you Tesla?
No, I'm not that crazy. Uh,
Oh,
uh, fun.
yeah. Okay,
No,
so
that
that
was
was
fun. I like that.
okay. Do you want me to ask our second rapid fire question that is not the repeat of the previous one?
There's a second one?
Yes.
I'm so stoked for this. Yes.
Okay, what's one part of your business you secretly enjoy way more than you admit?
Oh, bookkeeping.
Bookkeeping. Okay. Okay. Um, I was thinking in the process stamping, like stamping my signature on
Oh,
my pot because just the finality of finishing that piece is very satisfying.
nice.
Uh, yeah. When you said bookkeeping, I immediately thought of like cashing checks
Hmm.
because I have a check sitting here from a gallery and I'm like, ooh, like I love it when I get a freaking check in the mail from a gallery.
That's so funny. I have a check from a gallery that they gave me 2 months ago, and I still haven't cashed it.
It just feels good. It's like you don't know when it's coming, but when it does come, you're like, ooh, that's nice.
Speaking of cashing checks, I have to tell you something that's never happened to me before. On Friday, I went to my PO box to get my mail, my once a month meeting at my PO box, and I shit you not, they fucking closed the post office.
Wait, the whole post office?
It was like, yeah, the Barium Springs post office was maybe a 10 square foot building, and
They probably put a note in your PO box that it's closing.
no, they put a fucking note on the door and said, this is closed.
How,
They put a note
what
on the,
do they not communicate with you about this? Do you not have an email on file associated with your PO
I
box so they
do
can
have an
pay
email.
you
I
and or they can get
I
paid and all
do
that?
have an email on file with my PO box. And no, there was no communication. I don't know if it's because of the government
Oh, the
shutdown. I
shutdown.
don't know, but they were like, "Hey, by the way, we closed this whole post office. You now have to drive 11 miles south to the not the nearest post office, the Mooresville post office, which is like three post offices away."
Hmm.
And apparently, because it's like the right size, I don't know. And so now my monthly post office box meeting has to be a fucking half-hour drive in traffic.
And you have to go during post office hours, or are the PO boxes accessible
No, I have
24
to go and
hours?
post. I have to go in post office hours because sometimes I get packages and stuff that I don't know about. And
Oh, geez. Well, do you get
oh,
the
but you know what? This
USPS?
one
No,
might have the keys. This one might have the keys. That would be
uh,
nice.
do you get the USPS emails? I get, I don't know, informed delivery, is that what it's called? I get the emails
I
every day that tells me if I have mail and
I
what's
don't think
coming.
I can get that because it's registered under my business. I think.
Oh,
And
really?
because I've like signed up for it before and they won't do it for businesses.
That
So
doesn't make any sense. Why would they not do that?
I don't know.
Huh.
Anyway,
Interesting.
I just wanted to tell you that it was just fucking odd. And when I was at the post office in Mooresville, I was sitting there and I was getting all my mail, and this guy, I fucking love it when a hillbilly walks into a city. Like this guy, you looked at him and he looks at me and he goes, Barium Springs. And I was like, yep.
He knew you just came from that door that said it was closed.
And he's like, what the fuck? And I was like, I don't
I love it.
know. Oh yeah.
I can
Anyway.
picture that interaction exactly. That sounds great.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not coming here for my mail. This is really far.
I mean, you're not going to get a place of residence before you do that, right? Or you're going to be like,
No.
"Hey, Preston, can I have stuff shipped to your place instead so I don't have to drive 30 minutes?"
Well, I do get my packages shipped to his house, but I don't get my mail shipped to his house. So, yeah, I can put a post on, I can put a mailbox in front of the shanty house, but I don't know if you've ever clocked how much fucking mailboxes cost nowadays. They're expensive.
But you can't just drop one there and just put a number on it, right? It's not going to start.
No, it used to have mailbox, it just got
Oh,
pummeled. I think it would
okay.
work.
And it's got to be a legit mailbox.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway,
You need
yeah,
like
like
you need to buy like a old one that was on somebody's house or something that's, I don't know, do
I
people
know.
sell? I'm thinking ones that they're attached to the house and they usually have the little flap,
So,
not on the door,
yeah.
but like the little one on the
Yeah,
front
the
of the
flappy
house.
flap. The problem is somebody would just come over and like fucking steal it. Oh my gosh, I have one more thing. I'm so sorry. It's been a really eventful week, but
You got 23 minutes.
this is also really funny. You know what? Let's just not even do it. Let's just not do the topic. So I live at the shanty house, right?
Yes.
I live at the shanty house. Well, I don't now because there wasn't enough sun, so I moved to the studio. And when I left the shanty house, I left it in ruins. Like there was a cat tent up still. There's fucking garbage in a bag, not like out. And then there's like my fucking my generator is there, like a hammock. Like it looks like somebody lives there, okay? The cat tent looks like a real tent. And Mary at Waylon's birthday party, Mary was like, who owns the property, who doesn't care that it looks like a homeless encampment. Um says, yeah, I saw a white truck there the other day, just parked there. It was like an out of state license plate. And I was like, God damn it. Somebody stole my generator. I know it.
Oh.
And so I like put off going over there to check like 2 days. And then I go over there to check. And nobody stole the generator. There was a bag of food that somebody left because they thought it was a homeless encampment. Which is
Was it good food? What kind of
single-handedly.
food was it?
Oh yeah, it was tomato soup. It was Campbell's tomato soup.
Oh.
And and like all stuff that I would eat, like
I was
SpaghettiOs.
gonna say, did you eat it?
But no, I'll probably pass it along. But it was Very nice of them to do that. And I thought that was super sweet, but also kind of funny. So anyway,
Still good people out there. That's good. They didn't steal something, but they left something.
yeah.
Okay, do we want to do a maker of the moment?
Do we have enough time? Are we just gonna do the maker of the moment?
I think we're just gonna do maker of the moment, talk about Sula, and if you want to wrap it up with anything after that, I don't know if there's any pod swap
I'm
updates we want to
so
talk about.
sorry.
This will be we're just getting our bearings again after taking a week off, putting a replay episode out there.
We
You
haven't even
know,
talked to each other in good light
we're
in
pretty
like
yeah, we're pretty deep in pod swap over here too, so there's some other stuff with that
you should title this one, honestly, I don't even know.
I won't because people will not listen to it. They'll be like, "What the fuck is this?"
But we did talk about some useful things.
We did.
Yeah. Um, Maker of the moment. So,
Do you have
let's
yours handy?
see. I am getting there right. Oh God, everything moved on my phone. Now. So, my maker of the moment, I actually just found this last week. It's Rebecca Ash. Go. And
Ooh, all the colors.
yeah, oh, don't want to be in Pot Swap. I want to be in Wheel Talk.
I think it's Rebecca Cash Ceramics, but her Instagram is Rebecca
Oh,
Cash
clever. Okay.
CashCeramics.com. That's cool.
And what really like I noticed was how funky and weird everything is. It's great.
Oh my
It's
gosh, did you go to
like
the website?
no.
Go to the website.
Okay.
I don't know what it looks like on the web on the phone. Is it moving around on the phone too?
Yes, how did that happen? That's like the coolest thing I've ever seen ever.
That's like 90s websites that have the flashing things and the moving backgrounds and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay,
That's neat.
so Rebecca Cash seems like a very cool chick, and she does the smiley faces, which I'm gonna be completely honest, not my favorite look, the whole frowny smiley faces, but the colors that she does with it is like so fun. And I can get behind it if it's interesting. Um, anyway,
I like the
it,
mugs with the snakes and stuff.
yeah, like
It's
there's
kind
just
of like
weird shit.
it's is that clay dragon fruit clay? It's like a white clay with a lot of black specks in it.
Yeah, it does look like dragon fruit, doesn't it?
That's what it's called, right? From Imco,
Yeah, from
Dragonfruit.
Imco.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
the look of the bright colors on the speckled clay. That's
I
nice.
think I think she's in Atlanta, or they or she or them or whatever is in Atlanta, and I don't know if they would have gotten Imco, but maybe they just have a really speckly clay. I don't know, but it's cool as shit. Like, did you see the toilet paper holder? Did you see the toilet paper holders?
Is that clay? Oh, it
Yes.
is clay.
Like,
That's
it
kind of
is
cool.
weird. These things are weird. I love it.
Oh, it's like it's like handlebars. There's
Yeah.
one that's got a Harley hat on with like it's holding handlebars for the paper roll, and then it's got
Yeah.
pierced nipples and nipple ring mugs hanging off of it. Like
And smoking a cig. It's
hilarious.
great.
That's
It's
great.
so good.
She
And
makes
like
little mini
there's
mug earrings. Hmm,
yeah, yeah, like
you did
just
that.
so much weird shit. It's so great. I love it. And like, if you are not super conservative, you should go look at her page. If you are and you would like a dose of weirdness, go to her page.
I feel like
It's
everybody can find
great.
some appreciation with colors and a little funky to it.
I agree. It's just very funky and very fun. And um
Did you see the ones that I don't know if they're just what are they exactly? It's like hangers for the wall.
yes, I did. They are inappropriate. No, 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 no. They're not hangers for the wall. They are still toilet paper holders.
Oh, okay.
But it would be like if it was just on the wall and you just stuck the toilet paper. That is so funny. Oh my God.
Yeah, those are cool.
Is that his belly
Wow.
button?
I th I don't
Amazing.
I don't know
I don't
exactly.
know what it is, but it's amazing.
It looks like they're coming out of the chest. I thought they were coming out from below
Yeah, they
that.
they got little underwears on.
Yeah. It looks like
Oh,
they're laying out.
it's their nips.
It's it's like twisted breasts
Yes, twisted boobs.
and then yeah, those are funky. I like them.
They're amazing.
They're
Don't
cool.
worry. We will
Man,
um
you figuring out which one to post is going to be interesting. Which one did
no,
you decide
I
on?
will do a kid-friendly one. I'll do the snakes because I do like that one.
That's a
And what
really
is
niche
all
item with the toilet paper holders because I've never seen anybody make ceramic toilet paper holders.
I know,
But
I
it's so
love
unique
it.
that, somebody would definitely, there's got to be a market for that,
Yeah.
And it's not like that's all Rebecca's making, but it's nice to see that you can do that for fun. Get it in the mix. And then definitely go to her website too, cashceramics.com, because
Yeah.
it's funky. The homepage has got like things moving and it's pretty cool. Okay, are you ready for mine?
Yes.
Okay, mine is Marion Draper Ceramics. She is the long-term resident at the Archie Bray. It's Marianne Draper Ceramics on Instagram. She is part of the Silica Sluts ceramic pop-up show for NCECA
Fun.
2026. She does, it looks like newsprint transfer, like where she's taking newsprint, painting it on with underglazes or slips, or looks like these are underglazes. She's drawing on there, putting slips down, doing the transfer onto different forms. Looks like some of, mm, I think most of them are wheel thrown, but very nice handles. I love the dark clay with the bright kind of flowery designs, as well as some of the embellishments that she adds to the design on some of them.
Yeah.
It's just really nice. It reminds me of a lot of other people's work that uses the underglaze transfers, but you can see that everybody has their own personality to what kind of designs they put on there. So I really like the look of those. And they're very, I don't know, like one of them I'm looking at looks very fall, very seasonal. I don't know, it's just really satisfying seeing the white background with the red handle or the red bottom on the
Mm-hmm.
mugs and yeah, very aesthetically pleasing. So that's Marianne. I think that's how you say it, Marianne.
Our people couldn't have been more different today.
I mean, they both have some colors and stuff, but yeah.
No, they both no, like different but the same. Like they both have colors and they're both decorating on pots, but one's like very refined and very like traditional, you know?
Hmm.
And uh and one's just like kind of out there and crazy, you know? And I say refined in quotes because that is more like educationally fine, refined, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah. And I don't know. I see something tagged in South Bend, Indiana. That might have been, maybe that was part of, I think she might have been part of the Pottery tour or
Mm,
Odyssey Clayworks. I'm not exactly sure where she's, RIT Ceramics 2022. What is that? Rochester Institute of Technology? Or
duh.
maybe? She's got stuff at Charlie Cummings. Nice. All right, so that's our maker of the moment for today. We got the whole backlog of them on our Instagram account. Did you get it shared?
No, yes and no. I got it shared, but it's like still uploading and I want to highlight it. So continue.
That was it for the maker of the moment. You all should check those out. And yeah, we'll see who else we got. I feel like I've been leaning more into the underglaze transfer and a few of the folks lately. Obviously, I got a lot of affinity for the atmospheric fired pots and
No, but I feel like
those
you've
folks,
grown.
but I do appreciate the because I definitely have wanted to do the underglaze transfer with the slips and that, but I'm not very painterly. So I just like the look of putting the slip on there and peeling it off and showing that like distressed look. I like that, but I'm not drawing painterly enough to do something. I guess you could do it kind of organic or abstract, but yeah, I always like that the look of that
Yeah.
technique and people that can do it really well. All right. Do you want to talk about our friends at Sula that just came out with a new pouch that Becca is still needing to try out, but I've taken it to some shows. They had the big launch a couple weeks ago. So everybody see all the good stuff about Sula's new pouch. They've got what, 11 colors? I like
Yeah.
I've been using the cinnamon one the most. I've been
Is
taking
that
that to
the
my
brown
shows.
one?
It's kind of the burnt orange, yeah. This one.
Yeah. I
So
wouldn't
I'm
touch that color with a 10-foot pole.
And which one you like you got your 80s windbreaker one,
And the pink one.
the pink one.
And I want a block print on the pink one. I think I'm gonna do that the next craft night we have.
Mm. You just gonna do it over the whole back of it?
I don't know. Yeah, the back and the front.
Because the front's got all these ridges and things, but maybe you
I
can.
know, but I think I can still block print on it a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a nice canvas. It kind of there's a canvas apron that I got from a printmaking artist, and it's got really nice stamps on it and stuff. So I think you could probably yeah, you could probably block print on this. Some cool designs on it. Plus, if it's the pink one, you can get some nice contrasting colors and make it pop. So the Sula
Yeah,
pouches are machine washable, just like the traditional studio pouches you're used to that they've got. 11 colors. We've got 20 pockets, I believe. So it's got
yeah,
a lot of options there for bigger pockets. It's got the pockets on the inside too. I've been using it for shows with my business cards, and I just took my chapstick out of there and used that. I got some tea in there, some
everything,
markers and
everything.
pens,
And
notebooks.
I use my regular Sula every day at work, and it's great. It's
Hmm.
great. It's like the perfect, I don't know, it's like the perfect bag. It's got
Hmm.
all of the pockets that I need. Even though all the ladies at work say I have too much shit. But uh, I just don't have my shit in my locker. The Sula bag is my locker. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. You
Yeah,
just carry it around with you.
that's right.
Yeah, it's a good purse option, I feel like.
Oh yeah, especially the small new one. I would totally, if I didn't have the coolest purse, imagine like because my purse is a fish. If I didn't have like the coolest purse ever, I would choose Sula as my second best for sure. Yeah.
And then you can get funky with it and block print on it.
Yeah. I like that size, and it's like really good for the more seasoned potter, I think, or a
Hmm.
seasoned like crafter, that maybe doesn't have a ton of tools, but like still wants to. And also, it'd be really good for a journal. I was thinking about that. Like if you had a book in there and then you wanted to like write, or if you were like an artist and you wanted to journal. I was thinking about using mine for watercolor.
Yeah, I had to actually look up what an A5 was. It said A5 compatible. It said notebook size. So I didn't know that was like a standardized thing, but
Yeah.
it's compatible for the A5. And then if you needed to, you could always take the pouch and put it inside your bigger one. So if you need like
Four
a
of them
to-go
fit in
one,
there, right?
four
Four
of them.
fit. It's either
Wow.
four or three. Yeah, it's wild.
Ooh. Okay, I was just trying the discount code on the website. It looks like the pouch is still not included in the discount code,
That's okay. You can wait it out.
but if you wait it out, you can use it for the regular studio bag and the other stuff because I did try that. I know they were doing it during the launch. They were, taking the looks like yeah, the code did work for the regular studio bag, the Sula Studio bag. So you can get 15% off with code WheelTalk at Sula.co. There's also a link in our description down below, the show notes and all that, that takes you to the website and lets them know that you came from Wheel Talk. So yeah, you can check out their other stuff too. They've got the little needle tool rubbers that go on top of there so you don't stab yourself when you're if you put that in your carrying case or your travel bag.
Yeah. I need
That
more bag ties. Man, those
yeah,
things
that
are the shit.
yeah, they got the bag ties, Sula
Yeah.
Studio ties, so you can keep your bags nice and snug. It looks like you can get
Ugh,
a 3 pack of them for was that $12 for three of them?
they're great.
And some people I've seen put their hair up in it or, you know, pretty useful. So, yeah, you check all that out at sula.co, SOOLLA.co, and let them know that Wheel Talk sent you.
Can we like maybe we should be like, it's so Sula. It's so stinking Sula. It's so I don't know. Uh, it's
I
gonna
don't
take us
know.
like 20 ads. Um,
Figure out your jingle.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But it's like I just don't know. I still think it's the bag that smiles back, but I can't.
I think there needs to be like a piece involved there because that's part of their logo. And then
Yeah.
they had
Peace, love,
Hayes,
and Sula.
Peace, Love, and Sula. Mm,
Peace, love, and Sula. Do they have their own like
I'm looking for a tagline in here.
yeah, if they have their tagline?
Mm. Oh, there was one on the box that I really liked. It was like artist made studio grade or something like that.
Artist made, studio grade.
I love that. As I dig around for the paper. Uh, damn, it doesn't say it on here. It said it some, I don't remember where it said it. I think it said it
Made
on
by artists for artists.
I think it says it on the box, on the bag here. Oh, studio grade artist made. That's what it
I
says on the
like that.
Sula pouch. I feel like that's a pretty good studio grade artist made. That's great. It says built to carry your chaos at the bottom.
Built to carry your chaos. I love it.
Okay. Thank you, Sula, for supporting the podcast. All right. What else we got? I mean, I feel like we got to basically wrap up here. Is there any last words you want to say about, I don't know, is there a good,
Listen,
is there a good like
if
pop swap
you're
story or
if
idea or
you're
something? I don't know.
if you're in pot swaps, just make smart choices. That's all I have to say.
We did have a design contest winner, and that kind of goes under the radar. The design contest kind of runs on its own. Did you like it better this year with the pre-voting? I mean, I don't know if you normally vote a lot when you're going through seeing the matchups and stuff,
Yeah, I didn't
but
vote at all this year. I didn't even know when it was happening.
yeah, it kind of goes under the
Um,
radar. We have it at the end of the month, and then we start. This year we did the pre-voting sort of as a 25 number of people, 25 to 30 people voting on a Google form, vote for your top five. We get down to eight of those. I think we got 32 submissions this year. The top eight make it through. We actually ended up with 10 because we had some ties. And then we put it out to everybody to vote to get us down to the final two to
yeah,
make it into the top eight. And then from there, we did the Instagram voting. So the one that ended up winning, it was the top vote on our little poll with our small group
yeah,
to start. So it had a pretty big lead there. It was going to be tough to supplant that one, but yeah, Carrie had a good design. I think it
yeah.
was
It was a snail carrying a package on a postage stamp, and
hmm
the snail's glasses may have been the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
snail mail.
Snail mail.
Yeah, that's great.
So, and fret not if you're from a different country. What you were concerned about is gone.
Heartstone Gallery. So Carrie had a great graphic here.
It was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, folks that are not outside the US don't necessarily know what forever stamps are, so we got
Yeah,
some concerns about that. We'll kind of keep that short. We'll let you decide what you think about that. But yeah, not everybody knows
yeah,
what forever stamps are, and apparently we heard about it and we're
yeah.
adjusting the design because of it. So,
And just if you didn't know, Forever Stamps were founded in 2007, and they are a way to keep the stamps at a reasonable price for the United States. And on every Forever stamp, it says Forever and then slash USA because that's where it's valid. And they also have a global Forever stamp that came out, I think, in, I don't know, 2017 or something like that. And so the cost of the forever stamp does go up, but you can use it forever.
mhm.
So,
Yeah, they used to have it used to say like 44 cents USA on it.
yeah,
And then if the cost of the stamp now is, 52 cents, you've got to take, a 48-cent stamp and then you've got to get a bunch of 3-cent stamps or 2-cent stamps or whatever to
yeah,
get it up to that minimum number. So now you just buy a forever stamp since 2007, and I think every stamp sold now it has forever on it. And I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
that
Actually, I don't
unless
think
you
that's
buy
true,
this, I think you
actually.
can probably buy some 3-cent or 1-cent stamps or whatever.
Yeah,
But they
yeah,
don't, I don't know that they sell ones that are like 45 cents anymore or 52 cents or whatever it costs. I feel like all of them say forever on them now that are like
yeah,
full retail price. So,
yeah. Crazy.
yeah, I just got some from the post office a few weeks ago. They got Buzz Lightyear on them because I don't get stamps that much. I'm like, I don't really, what do you got?
Yeah, I haven't gotten a book of stamps in forever.
Yeah,
Also,
they're
a book
pretty
of stamps is a
expensive.
roll. No, no, it's not. No, no, you can get a roll of stamps and a book of stamps. Yeah,
I think the
but
roll is like 100, isn't it?
it's so expensive. Like, you
Yeah,
don't
a
think
book
about it
is
because,
20 and
ugh,
it's like $30 or something, I think, or more than that.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think they're
But
50 something cents now, a stamp.
well, I'll tell you where you can't get them, the Barium Springs post office.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, also with a pot swap, like, new systems for this year with the MailChimp integration with Square. We used Square last year for taking payments for things, but it's always going to be a little bit of a headache trying to make sure we don't forget people. And a lot of times we'll get messages about like, don't forget I said this or forget my email is this. Like,
Yeah.
total number of people participating this year is 1,540.
So, yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Freaking insane. Freaking insane. Okay, I have to go because the library's closing.
All right. Well, thank you folks for listening. I don't know what we're gonna title this. We're gonna be like, honestly, I don't know, or I'll come up with
Yeah.
something. But
Honestly, it was a week.
this
This
is your
week's been a
little,
long year.
your little update, little life update.
That's what it should be. Honestly, this week's been a long year.
This week's been a long year. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to another episode of Wheel Talk. This podcast is made possible through the contributions of all of our listeners who always ask us great questions, leave us reviews, and contact with us through social media. Thanks to all the fellow makers as well who take time to be interviewed and share about their lives and businesses.
And thank you to Ashley from Boldover Ceramics and Lindy from Lindy Garner Ceramics for their assistance on the Wheel Talk Podcast Instagram. You are invaluable. Thank you to everybody.